Welcome to another week. I hope you enjoyed the Mount Kosciuszko special last week if you watched it. Anyway, if you haven't, it's pretty good. I am here this morning to tackle a job just behind me there that if you've been with me since the start you'll have seen me do last year, and that is give my bay tree a prune. Let me show you. If I step out from under the veranda, this beast here is a bay tree that we inherited when we moved into this property, and it was just an absolutely gigantic mess, and I love topiary. So over the years I've tried to topiarize it into a pyramid. Admittedly quite a thin, narrow pyramid. For various reasons. I don't want the bush to get too crazy to make a more full-on pyramidal shape, so I've got quite a thin, tall pyramid. The very peak of it hasn't quite formed yet. We're getting there, but that might take some time. What I'm going to do today is just give it a bit of a maintenance prune, just to help re-establish the shape. You might be able to see that this is getting a bit straggly in places, and this would be a good opportunity to get this done because we're in for some hot weather and it's pretty early in the morning, which is when I like to do these more sort of outdoorsy jobs at this time of year. So I don't think it'll take long, but yeah, hopefully I'll be able to re-establish a little bit of structure on this bay tree. Preliminary shaping done. I shape it by eye. I laid out the shape using canes originally, but I just keep it trimmed just by eye now. I've basically I've done the bits that I can easily reach just from the ground, and now what I need to do is kind of taper this top bit more, but I can't do that without the assistance of a ladder, so I'm going to have to go and grab that now, just so it describes more of a triangle than a column. So far so good though. In fact actually I might even do this part of it from up on the roof, and that'd be by far the easiest way of accessing that section. The problem with the ladder, you see, is the ground's so sloping. It's a bit precarious, not my favourite, but needs must. Well, we're right at the top now. I am on the roof. Lovely view. So now I can do this final stuff in relative comfort. Not the world's biggest fan of ladders, but roofs I can get on board with. So let me quickly finish this up and then show you what we've achieved. There we have it. I'm sorry it's a bit in shadow, but I hope you can see we've now got a slightly more defined pyramid shape going to the top there. It's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it at the time at the moment, until the top grows a bit more this way. But I'm quite pleased with that. I think that's looking quite nice. Let's check out the other aspects. So from the front, there we go. And from this side, it's a little bit obscured by plants. Yes, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's clearly a shape. Job done. This lovely spate of hot weather is continuing apace, days and days and days in a row, up to around about 30. I love this weather, but I am in the dark because I have something I want to show you. Now, we inherited these curtains at the house, and then we recently, as you'll have seen, bought this blind for our kitchen. Our bathroom has a blind, and my nan made the curtains for our guest bedroom through there when she visited. They're lovely. And we now have this curtain by the double doors of the back door because we now have these lovely new curtains which straddle our front window and our front door. Previously, this curtain was there, but it only covered the window. And we wanted a curtain for the door as well, primarily to keep us warm in winter. But on a day like today, as you can see, we're nice and dark inside, which is one of the passive ways in which I keep the house nice and cool. We don't have air conditioning, and I've been in buildings that have things like ceiling fans, and for what it's worth, I feel like they were of absolutely no use whatsoever. So for the first time living here, we are now fully enclosed. I don't intend to get curtains for the windows there and the windows opposite them above our bed, because actually I think a little bit of airflow in the ceiling void, especially on a hot day, is actually to be welcomed. And at this time of year the sun's so high, there's no actual direct sunlight coming through those windows anyway. So I think the thing I'm more concerned about is this space, not so much this space. So we're all good. These curtains were bought off the peg, and they are thermally lined. You may remember we had a company out to quote us making curtains for us, and it was like, I want to say like about $1,000, which struck me as being absolutely mental. So these just came off the shelf from the same shop, but they were ready made and lined. Obviously we had to buy the curtain track for there, and we replaced that curtain track because it was all full with a new curtain track for that curtain. And we had to buy the pinch pleat hooks. The curtains didn't come with those. And all in total it was about $300 for the curtains, the tracks and the pinch pleat hooks. And again, my nan very kindly, as a request, gifted us some of the money towards that Christmas. And we were just waiting for them to come in stock. They came in stock, we snapped them up. I put the curtains up myself. I did that myself, both those curtains and this track to hang this curtain. It's a very, very, very easy job, and I couldn't be happier, and neither could Vita. So now we're nice and chilling on this hot summer's day, and come winter, which is almost more important because the really, really hot summer's days are a little few and far between, even here in Australia. We're at altitude and we're quite far south, but it certainly gets cold in winter, so we're hoping we'll be even more snuggly this winter than we have been. But that's by the by. Yeah, so there were a couple of other things I wanted to share with you on the theme of keeping cool in hot weather. So I'll just go and grab those and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Briefly, this is what I wanted to talk to you about, particularly if you're in Britain. And I know you had quite a hot summer this summer just gone, and maybe houses there aren't necessarily designed so well for hot weather. And as I say, our house doesn't have air conditioning. I use passive systems like closing the curtains to stop the direct light coming through. And you'll see that all parts of our roof overhang the windows, either here slightly on the gable end or quite a lot more on these sides, giving us this shaded veranda. That's shady most of the day. And I do manage the airflow by keeping strategic windows open. But at night time, I make use of these products, and I thought I'd just quickly share them with you in case they are useful to you. I buy these online from a company called Victoria Health. Well, this did. I'm not sure. I got these from a different place anyway, it doesn't matter. The brand is Mamma Mia, and these products are actually designed for pregnant women, and this product is designed for menopausal women. I'm neither pregnant nor menopausal, but the effect's the same. So I put this not just on my legs actually. At night time, if it was particularly hot and sticky, I kind of put this all over myself and spray this all over myself, and I also spray this, the Fizzy Cool Rapid Cooling Mist, all over myself. And these are brilliant at helping me at least be able to get to sleep. And in hot weather, on a hot sticky night, the most important thing for me anyway is being able to get to sleep. Once I've got to sleep, it's fine. The body sort of seems to cool down anyway, and obviously as the night goes on, the house cools down naturally. So these help me get over that that sort of edge of being able to go to sleep. They all have a sort of a nice kind of minty smell, and I find them both to be very effective. So if you ever struggle to get to sleep at night because it's a bit hot, maybe amongst your other things that you try to do to keep your house cool in the first place, if you don't have air conditioning and you find that fans are really ineffective, maybe you could try something like this. The heat of the day is marching on, and look, storm clouds are literally brewing all around us. If I stand still, you might even be able to hear it. There is a severe weather warning in place for just a bit further north of us, but even so, we may be in for some wild weather. One last thing before I go. Just wanted to show you these. The Scabiaceae flowers that I grew from seed are starting to really come into their own. Got this really beautiful purple one. I'm at the donut bed. And then this lovely yellowy lemony one. In hot weather it's actually quite nice to sit outside, so I'm just sitting under the veranda there at the moment. As I look this way I can see them bobbing around and it's joyful. Might head in a minute though. I don't know if that's looking blue to you, but to me that is decidedly grey. I think I'll call it a day for this vlog this week. So I hope you have a lovely weekend if you have one. And I will see you next time. Bye.